Hello and welcome to Wisdom and Productivity, the podcast of Dr. Efraim Martinez. Today I am going to reflect on a book that I just finished called How Artists Work, the Daily Rituals of Artists. No, Daily Rituals, How Artists Work. That is the title by Mason Currey. I listened to this one in podcast and it's pretty cool because my commute can be a little bit long some days. So I immerse myself in what Robin Sharma calls traffic university. So while I'm in the car, I try not to waste time and I get into the learning. So I finished this book, amazing. And the book includes Franz Kafka, Albert Einstein, Virginia Woolf, Jackson Pollock, all sorts of artists. And they talk a lot about what they did to do the art that they did. And many of them, not all of them, but many of the artists have a very terrible lifestyle. I mean, what they ate was terrible, if they ate any. What they drank was terrible. What they consumed was terrible. But everything was destined to the art that they have decided to implement. So, terrible food eating habits. Some of them will just drink like 10 cups of coffee a day and maybe a croissant or some cheese, and that's all. Many of them had heavy consumption of alcohol. And I personally don't drink alcohol, but it's okay if people want to have a drink or two. But I am talking about a daily, getting drunk daily. I mean, it was quite a terrible way, the way the author will describe it. For example, John Paul Sartre was always complaining about his health, that he couldn't move properly, but he was a heavy consumption of alcohol. And then in the evening, to make himself go to sleep, him and many of the other artists will consume pills and that kind of stuff to ensure that they could go to sleep. So, of course, when you combine the two throughout the years, it's terrible. But the one habit that I definitely believe we should all follow, that many, I would say most, like for example, Albert Einstein loved it, was walking. Walking was the big deal in for many of these artists, and as it let their minds go in flow, and they will get ideas for new work or for to get all the stress out, and that is something that I will absolutely increase in my life. That is walking, because if you think about it, the principalship or being a teacher in this new era is like being a worker in an emergency room hospital. You never know what you're gonna get, but you have to be on your top shape in everything in your life so you can provide a better service. And that's why I highly recommend for everyone to increase their walking as those artists did. So this is all for today. This is the podcast of Dr. Efraim Martinez, Wisdom and Productivity. Peace and calm.